Hey folks, thanks for joining me today. So I kind of went ahead without you and started painting, and I kind of went ahead and did all of the gold circles. So I will catch you up on that. So basically, I took a mold number 2 from the Happy Dotting Company, made a stone, let it dry, painted it black, and then I drew a couple of circles on there using my compass, and I painted those black. And then I put little tick marks in between, in between the two circles, but I don't use those. So I kind of decided to prepare this rock and I didn't need to. Anyways, so what you have seen me do is I drew a sketch on of a plus sign, and then I added a little sort of like the in between sections of another plus sign kind of, or maybe an X. We'll go with that. If we're going to use letters today, that's what we're going to do. So it'll be a T and then an X. Anyways, so today we're going to be painting a poinsettia. Some people also call them poinsettia. I don't know which way you pronounce it, but we're going to basically paint the Christmas flower. So I wanted to do this with a one-stroke painting, and it didn't really work out. So the colors that I'm using right now are apple red and real burgundy. And I found that with it being a black background, it didn't really show up all that well. And I made that very first petal like really, really big. So I have to do some touch-ups and some fixing ups there, but that's okay. Basically, what I ended up doing is, although it's supposed to be a one-stroke painting, I changed it into a multi-stroke painting, and yeah, that's what I did. So this is where I'm putting on the leaf. This one was okay. It turned out okay, but the other ones didn't. So you'll see a few mistakes, trial and error things that I did with this one. I found this painting gave me nothing but trouble and a headache, but I did not quit. I decided there's no way that I'm going to start over. I'm going to fix it up and keep going and trust the process. And honestly, when I was finished, it was beautiful. So that's just a perfect example for you to know that even though things don't look the greatest at the moment that you're painting, just keep going. Keep going and follow the process. Go with the flow. You'll be surprised on how things turn out. However, what I'm doing right now is what I intended on being like sprigs of pine, and that's not what came out at all. They were supposed to be little pine needles. They're way too thick. The colors didn't blend the way they were supposed to. I'm telling you, like, this painting just gave me nothing but trouble. So I tried to fix it up. It just makes it worse. And I thought, well, maybe I can just leave it like that. And then I thought, nope, I cannot. So I do go back and I paint that all in with black paint and I start over. But that's okay. You can do that while you're working on a painting. So now what I'm doing is I'm using a round brush, and I am pushing down in the center and then lifting up to make it come to a point, or at least somewhat of a point. And this color that I'm using is the apple red. I'm not mixing it with any other color. I just want it to be very vibrant and sticking out. So these are like your middle petals of the flower. A poinsettia usually has petals that sort of go in whatever direction, but usually within a star shape. And that's what I'm doing here. I'm trying to get that center point in there. And then I do go in and I fix up a little bit of the darker petals that are in behind, but I gotta wait for that to dry. So, and now I'm going in and I'm fixing up all of those leaves that I put on, and I'm just using a smaller brush, and I'm basically just adding in the two colors to make it look like a leaf. And I'm telling you, I know I've said it twice already, but I'm going to say it a third time. This painting gave me nothing but trouble. And I had so many brilliant ideas in my head that I wanted to come through on this, and nothing seemed to work. So I went back to what I know how to do, and that's what made this painting absolutely beautiful in the end. So what I'm doing right now is I'm putting on the darker color green, which is the forest green, and then I'm making the shape of the leaf with the forest green. Then what I do is I come back with the happy green, which is that really light colored green, and I come back in to add the highlights. So even though this was supposed to be done in one stroke, I could not get the effect that I wanted or the outcome of using just one stroke. So, like I said, I went in and I did what I know, and I still got the same effect. It just took a lot more than one stroke. But that's okay. Sometimes trying something new isn't always going to go the way that you expect it to, but that's okay. Just keep going with it. And this is a perfect example of that. It just looks like a whole whack of different colors sort of plunked on there, but stick with me, watch how this transforms. Like I said, if you saw the thumbnail, you see how beautiful it is. So, and that's what caught your eye to come and watch this video. But if you came because you are a subscriber and you have that little bell notification clicked, then thank you for coming back. If you are new, please subscribe to my channel. Like I said, ring that little notification bell, just a quick click, and that'll let you know whenever I put something new onto my channel. And over the next few days, there will be plenty of new stuff because I promised the 12 days of Christmas, and although they're not in 12 days, it's going to be definitely 12 different videos. So stick around for that. And make sure you give me the thumbs up if you like this video. And I'd love to hear from you in the comments. You can let me know maybe there's something that you'd like to see me paint, or maybe there's a color choice that you want me to try something with. I'm still looking for ideas for the 2026 season where I do one a month of a series. So for example, my first year I did the birthstones of the month. The second year I did the soul symbols of the birth of each birth month. And then I've also done the moon series, which is the full moon for each month, as well as I have done many mini series of different things. So I'm always curious and interested to know what you guys would like to see me do in the way of like mini series or anything like that. I've got a lot of thinking to do and a lot of planning to do for the 2026 season. I can't believe we're almost over in 2025, but we are, and a new year is close upon us. So, which is also very, very exciting. So let me know. Just leave me a comment. So what I've been doing now to add a little bit of shimmer is I'm using some DecoArt metallic Enchanted shimmer white. And I love this paint, especially when I'm doing snow, or if I'm doing a painting that needs some glitter. So usually Christmas time, to have this little bit of a shimmer and a glitter all in one. This is the paint that I use. So it's called metallic um, Enchanted Shimmer White from DecoArt. All of the colors that I do use will be listed in the description below, so make sure that you check that out. As well as there is many different links for you to follow, and it has all of my links, so you can find me on Facebook or Instagram and check out my stuff that I have there. So you would have seen that I had tidied up all of that really bad, ugly looking green stuff, and I painted it all black. And now I am putting in the details that I really wanted. So I took a little bit of that Enchanted Shimmer White and I mixed it in with my apple red to create this sort of soft pink color. And now I'm going in with some of the green. So this is the forest green, also mixed in with some of that Enchanted Shimmer White. And I'm just using my fine lining brush to make little sprigs here and there. And it looks so much better. So you can see what I mean by trusting the process and just continuing on, and don't give up. Just keep going with it. It'll be surprising as you go on how things turn out, as long as you just follow and just trust yourself. Just don't give up. As you can see, that's exactly what I did here. And look at how pretty this is. And of course, I'm going to add a little bit more detail to this by using a dotting stylist and just adding some white dots all over the place. I had plans on doing a design in between the small gold circle and the larger gold circle, but because I was having so much difficulty in getting the poinsettia to look exactly the way that I wanted it to, I brought those sprigs and leaves out over the first gold circle, so I didn't end up doing a design. But that doesn't mean that you can't totally go with whatever you want to do. But I thought adding these little white dots and letting them sort of like fall away from the poinsettia really gave it that Christmassy feel. And I just dotted wherever I wanted to. So you'll notice too that as I'm dotting, I don't dip my tool every single time. I dot and I just keep dotting, and the different sizes of dots shows up because there's less paint on your dotting tool. So I really wanted to show that all the way around and give it that more festive kind of feel. And I think I achieved that. I'm very, very happy with this, and it looks so beautiful. Stay tuned for more videos coming your way. And remember, folks, life is what you make it, so get creative.